Welcome to the weekly review live stream. Ollie will be here shortly, is my understanding. Um, wow, getting my email client is yelling at me. Welcome, a weekly review. I can do this. A weekly review is that time, in this case, 2 times in a week, where we pause our actual doing of things to ponder, review, catch horrific errors. Oh, right, I lost the thread of that. Maybe projects, maybe tasks, maybe calendar. Look at our things and figure out what we want to still be doing and what we don't want to still be doing. And if there's any lack of clarity in them, for example, like when we review a project, oh, maybe this isn't happening because the first step isn't clear. Or, oh, I think I already did that. Or if we don't know if we did that, figuring out if we did that thing. Making sure that our systems are something that we can actually trust, or at least trust more than we previously did. Which sounds depressing, but feels much better than the not trusting at all. For those who weren't around in the beginning, we started our weekly review live stream, and then we took some breaks. I had a honeymoon, things like that. And then we came back and realized, oh, I didn't know how much this was helping, because at least in my case, I never feel done. I run out of time. And so I'll always felt done before, but I never do. I always have something else I could review. I just run out of time. And and so realizing how much even a tiny bit of a review helps me feel better in the week was just huge. And we find we miss them now when we haven't done them. So this is your first time, welcome. You can feel free to declare what you're working on in the chat if you would like. This is the little preppy timer. I think I'm going to take a look at my active projects, but I'm also going to look at the list because I have not yet had the bandwidth to think through what I want to review today. I do need to find, there we are. There's our okay. Yeah, so I back in my place, and I like being here, but I had just, long stories, I hadn't had it set up in a while, and I'm still don't. And I was informed that the place I've been doing it at this house is not available, and the bicycle desk isn't here. So I'm sitting here not even pedaling right now, which um but back with the backgrounds I love so much, but not with other things set up. So we're gonna see how this goes. It's also why I was late, because I found that out with exactly the amount of time to set up if nothing was wrong. Yeah. Anyway. So yeah, I actually have already done this. I might do a brief look at my calendar. There's some adorable sounds happening outside this door. Okay. I think I have made a decision on this. I think I'd like it mapped out. I think, I think this part isn't bad, but I would like to, I think I would like to do a little calendar update of active projects. So I've been keeping like an active projects thing, with a reasonable amount of stuff in it. There's a particular project. that I want to update. Oh, right. Renew update. That projects list, but I really do want to, I'm not going to do this one today. But I do want this part in. So I'm going to put this here. Okay, so those are some specific ones. And then I would like to get some serious stuff done in OmniFocus. I do need to check. I had a technological mishap and a bunch of my reminders went over to OmniFocus. And I didn't intend to have that happen. Like there's a feature where you can do it on purpose. That's fine. This was from the wrong list and not on purpose. My OmniFocus inbox, that's a good one. This is what I want to be my main thing today is the review some of the OmniFocus because I want it cleaned up. I feel like I'm in a better place with my tasks. Part of it is that one of the like, I'm almost done. I finally actually got a minimum viable for, which is great. And so I was able to do that. And so I want to update that project. But then I think this is the one I want to do next. I should look at my schedule tasks. There we go. This is likely all I'm going to have time for because I know myself. I'm just afraid to not look at the calendar. I'm afraid that there's something I didn't really do very quickly. So this is really just a checking if I'm going crazy. Like, did I miss something important? Because what's making me not very comfortable with it isn't that I don't normally have pretty good rules for my calendar. It's that I suddenly realized I'd been discussing an event and that event had not made it to my calendar. And that made me very uncomfortable. So I kind of want to check in on that before I go anywhere else. Okay. All right. Of course, if you have intentions, please. Hey, Shivy! You're up and doing stuff. That's awesome. What are your intentions, Shivy? I'm gonna grab my iPad. If I don't have my place to take notes, it is not great. Hmm. Let's see. Just want to have a place to write things down when I'm looking at my calendar. Okay. Okay. I realized I have a things afternoon and I wanted to make sure what it is a likely long phone call. And I want to make sure I have things to keep my hands busy. It's my friend's birthday on Sunday, and this is when he has time to talk. And so I want to check one of my perspective. Okay, I got to take another note on something. Um, I noticed that my thing I have that runs the automation when the weekly review starts is opening the wrong app. It's fine, but I should probably fix it. Speaking of which, I would like to make sure this isn't where my reminders problem is coming in. Um, hey, at a cafe. Okay, totally. Hey, business, some business stuff. That's a good idea. Excited to have you no matter the reason. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm going to check if I have that perspective. I do not. That's weird. Oh, wait, is that it? Hmm. Mm, no. I already did that one. Also, this one needs to have its repeat item changed. It's totally a project I meant to review later, but I'm seeing the thing and thinking about it right now. So no, wait. Oh, I didn't check it off yesterday, so I'll just check it off today. Perfect. Um, hmm. But today is not one of those days. Okay. This is the wrong tag. Apparently, I'm reviewing stuff early. I mean, reviewing isn't like looking at my that. Okay. I would like you to be. Yeah, I'm looking at this and I'm like, I just don't care if it happens. So I guess I'm going to put it off some more. Hmm. It's not bode well for this project. I need to stress it's not a very important one. The previous deferral date was for 21. I can guess why that was the previous deferral date, but hmm, I just got a crash error for this application, but the error showed up before the application disappeared. So that's cool. Um, yeah, please control the mail. How are things coming, everyone else? I'm trying to fix an email thing. Okay. Um, probably review. Okay. Let's see. Why are you this size? This is, there we go. Need the password. Hey, OmniFocus, love that you're checking in. I never need an email about a bug report thanking me. It's not helpful. Speaking of things I don't never need emails of again, I'm really tempted to just go set a ton of filters right now for things I can't turn off emails for. Yeah, I can't try to do that. Wait, 7:37. Oh, okay. Okay, I don't have any idea where I was, but I think it's okay. I think I've got a thing for today captured. I can go back to reviewing my actual calendar, which was supposed to be quick. Checking out diagnostic tests and okay, cool. Okay. So checking out a group chat. Okay. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. Back to my calendar. Okay. Oh, I'm supposed to be getting ready and going on a break. Whoops. I'm gonna write what I was doing. And then a quick note on here. Okay. Okay, I think that's all, and I will be right back. Got slightly distracted. How are things going for everyone else? It's not what I needed. Okay. No, not right now. Drink. Important. I'm trying to not adjust the Pomodoro as much so that people can actually use it that aren't me. With the green as the work and all that stuff. Okay, can I finish looking at my calendar? I asked for a time for other thing. Oh, right. Hmm. Okay. Item that probably needs to be added. Oh, it needs to be added to my calendar. Also, so frustrated. Okay. I think Firefox is what I was using. Okay. I'll write this down so I don't forget what I'm doing in the middle. Oh, that's right. They're not gonna be here. Mhm. I don't know the answer. Um, yeah, I clicked on the email message. Would you like to let me read it? Oh, hello. What's happening, Ollie?
Hello.
Hello. Welcome.
Thank you. How's it going so far for you?
I keep catching other things that make my theoretically short thing not short.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, there's that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Including my mail app just not showing me previews of things.
Mm, that sucks.
Okay. You are thinking I'm the wrong person. Google. Google. You know what I mean?
I really know what you mean.
In some ways, their way of handling shared calendars is brilliant. In other ways, positively evil.
Hmm.
And then in others, like, this isn't the email address I shared it to. Why would you be adding this to this calendar?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, um, I think that's going to take a while to sync. Um, then put on. I love it when my parents' calendars just don't agree for reasons, and
Oh
they're
yeah, it's the
definitely
best.
together. It's like, oh yeah, maybe next weekend I can do a thing with my parents. I look at the clock, at the calendar. I mean, not the clock.
Mm-hmm.
No, no.
Nope.
But I don't know when they're coming back because only my dad put an end time, and I
Mm.
trust my mom's calendar more. Nothing against my
Mm.
dad. He just had other people managing his calendar most of his life until retirement.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And
Recognition of things that build skills and things that don't is
I know,
not
right?
a criticism, it's just reality. All
Exactly.
right.
But since aforementioned parent has serious RSD, I feel like even though he's not watching, I should say it.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, I love you, Dad.
Hey, 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 hey. I would like approval from you because I'm icing my knee right now.
Yay! And Shivy says it's good to see you.
Oh, hey, Shibby. I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, Shivy's been keeping me company.
Oh, that's awesome. You guys are awesome, and I appreciate you so much. Yeah. Um, Did you mention to everyone and Shivy that I was supposed to be here 50 minutes ago?
I just said you were coming.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. I thought it was
It was somewhat implied in that.
yeah. I'm trying to figure out where to categorize this calendar, but I'm going to just make this. I'm guessing they're coming back that day. I don't know. I don't know if I've told you about my grandparent calendar project.
Yeah?
It is so that a calendar can live on our wall in the form of my old iPad Air 2. And it can say when people are available, when they're not. So we don't all get surprised.
Yep. 100%.
Hey, I know one of them will be in town on that day because they have a doctor's appointment.
This is reasonable.
Uh, okay. If there's anything else, I don't know it. Okay. I think there's some things I need to discuss with my spouse. Those are always very hard things to do.
Yes. Yep, I had two this morning and I said, I have two things to discuss with you. And John said, just so you know, there's somebody walking up toward us. And then we didn't talk about it. It actually wasn't anything private, but it didn't end up happening.
No, but like our child is only learning to grasp the English language, but we sure are distracted when
Oh
he's
yeah.
around.
In this case, it was the adult that we were going on a walk with. But yes,
Mm, got it.
there's a lot of things that have been
Um,
going on in this house lately. I've said to Jonathan a couple of times, it's such a lovely thing that our kids are so small and we're just talking about all of this nonsense that's going on. I didn't use the word nonsense, or if I did, I didn't mean it in a dismissive way. That they just don't care. Even if they understood the words, don't care. They don't care. Isn't it lovely when sometimes when children not caring is a good thing?
yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to try and start now. I'm not going to update the document this time. I hope to another time. I don't think I even did last time because last time was odd.
Your inbox is way off. Should I just delete it all? Should I cross it out?
Let me, no, hang on. Let me update it and simplify it. There it is. Wow, I haven't opened it since April 4th, apparently. That's not my favorite thing that's ever happened. Let's see. What is our inbox at? 62. Not too bad.
I knew it wasn't the number that it said on there because you've been working on that inbox.
I have been busting my buns. D&D inbox is at big 5. This morning, for reasons that I'm not going to get into because it'll be a long tangent, I said to Jonathan, I have a 100% success rate with this. And he said, okay, how many times have you done it? And I'm like, one. It doesn't matter. It's a number. It's 100% success rate. It was a whole thing all morning. It was fantastic. Aha! It's still 100% success rate. How many have you done it? Twice. It was very funny. All right, the document is now up to date for moi.
Ooh.
Every time I say the word moi or see it, I always think of Miss Piggy.
Indeed.
I think that I'm not sure that this is getting cold enough. Which is to say, because I'm not in pain. That probably isn't a metric that I should be measuring by.
Yeah. Hmm. Hmm.
Mm.
Oh, I remembered another project I need to plan. Um, Apparently I'm doing way more of a calendar review than I'd planned.
I feel like you said that recently.
Maybe. Um, yeah, again, this appointment says from 7 p.m. on one day to 8 p.m. on another day. And it's in Alaska.
Hmm.
I don't know if my mom's going. Pretty sure those are not the exact hours and that he just didn't hit the click the box for all day appointments.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm in July now.
Whoa, that's intense.
Yeah. Huh. Okay. No, it's time to wrap. Okay, I need to move on from my calendar review that I meant to do for 2 minutes just to check on something real quick. Um, how are other folks doing? I update the document. Did it. I did schedule co-working. Um, okay, I need to be on break, but I think this guy is the next guy up. All right, I will be right back.
Okay, let's do this.
I'm back
Good.
and on time. I just like to brag. Not finished my food, but
Mm.
okay. Okay, that looks like it's a calendar task, but it's actually kind of not. What it is it's a written calendar. So I can plan out how long things take. Okay. So I'm looking at a 12-week calendar. And I'm going to fit my stuff in, except I forgot my glasses. I got to grab them.
Mm.
Which is a pretty depressing thing to say because it means things were out of focus at a not very far distance. But if it's easier for my brain to focus, it's worth going and getting the things. Okay. I don't know if I can do this without updating. Okay. To what level? Okay. For this one, I need. All right. Let me actually look at this. I'm kind of also planning
I'll be back.
this project. Okay. Because I'm planning things in time, which also is a little bit of a project planning. We did set I was setting a timer for these, right? Set timer for 20 minutes. Okay. Set timer for 20 minutes. That one should always work. Okay, so hmm. There we go. Okay. So checking on a particular person. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I have everything I need in this automation to send to those people. And then I need one alteration. Okay. I wrote a minimum. I accomplished the minimum, which is great, but now I have another one for this week. Okay. Okay, so I have a minimum viable, but I also have a, it would be nice. Okay, so then dates that can go into the calendar are um, okay. And then okay. Check another person. Okay. Let me check in my OmniFocus for this project. Mm. Okay, so then I want to have this deadline on my real calendar. Um, okay. Um, Ideally, I'd like to draft. Hello.
Back. But I will be called away within a few minutes to field a creature.
Oh, yes, creatures. Okay, so when would I do this task? I want a possible thing for today. I don't think it will happen, but it could happen. Um, Okay, for the video, just add hello. Okay. Okay. Hmm. All right. What were the other things? Okay. So I got that one. Oh, crap. Uh, oops. I removed an item from my list that I don't know what it means. Feels important.
Hey, that's
It
so
feels like something
scary
that
for
I'll
me.
realize what it means later, but I won't. So
Yeah, no. Lately, I've just been like, nope. Just
yeah.
like, no. You know what? Apple and other tech giants don't often play well together, but I am really appreciative of this feature where you can do the slide over in the iPad if it doesn't support, I mean, if anything, but like if it doesn't support the double window thing, um, it you can do the slide over, and it basically is a workaround for an app that doesn't support double window feature,
Mm-hmm.
which is very much appreciated.
Good. I mostly use slide over. It always has drafts in it.
Ah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah.
So I totally missed the timer where I was supposed to wrap. Sorry, I'm even gonna rewind it a second. Mostly because it doesn't look like there's a lot of people here. So I don't feel like I'm impacting anybody else.
Okay. I don't have the. I'm not going to choose to use the energy to research an iPad stand right now, but I would really like to be able to.
I get that. Okay. I feel like there's a lot on this one I could
Mhm.
review in my mind map, but I don't want to clean that up right now.
Mm,
And sometimes the right answer on those is just to start over.
yep.
There's too much old stuff.
Yep.
Oh, I think that it is time for that this week. That was my 20 minutes anyway. Oh, I want to put one more date on here. Oh, right. It's also time to go up for a break. I'm not good at time.
Will wonders never cease? Amazon is letting me buy 2 markers, not 57. My God. We have the technology.
It's amazing.
Just incredible.
Hmm.
You are kidding me. You are kidding me. You're not kidding me. No, no, you're not allowed to be out of that. You're not allowed to be out of that. Nope.
Hmm. I keep discovering other things that need to happen.
Mm.
Not, not awesome. Okay. I feel like I did that fine. It feels like there's so much more I could do, but I think it's fine. So it's getting marked off. Put that in the calendar. That was already done. I did that. Oops. Okay. Okay. This is what I'm doing next with an inbox. I know you have to go pretty soon, but I still have to go to break.
Yep,
Love
you go.
you.
Love you too.
You're still here.
I am doing that thing where where I'm like, oh, that sounds like a lot of work. And then I go, okay, can you do one tiny piece of it? And now I'm rolling. And my mom
Yep.
is was delayed by traffic and construction, so
I wasn't that interested in my breakfast, and I realized I really didn't want something kind of sweet. I wanted savory. So I made a food, and I'm really late. I have a food. I can tilt my screen up so I can hide my face. Hmm. I need to find out where this thing came from. Okay, I don't think it can be the Mac. No, check my iPhone. So I'm trying to figure out where this weird sync thing came from.
mm-hmm.
I like my reminders. I like my OmniFocus. I like it when they only interact in the ways that I would like them to interact with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure is this one. That broke it.
Mm.
Mm, okay, this one is fine. Hey, OmniFocus. I just want to have a word with you real quick. So I know I said you could access my calendars, and I know I said you could show me events from one specific calendar in my forecast view. Why would you automatically add appointments for a new calendar? Why would you automatically assume that that's what I would want you to do? Why is that the default behavior?
Mm.
Anyway. Ooh, there's a bunch of daily tasks posted. Look at those folks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I found the problem. I think I'm good. Now I have to clean up the mess. Okay. Show me the inbox. And then show me. Ooh, really? I don't think you and I agree with how much space things should take up. OmniFocus. I was like, why do I've been so good about not having things due in OmniFocus that aren't actually due and checking in on it? Why do I suddenly have 9 things that are overdue?
Mm.
And the reason was because it had sucked them in from the reminders app.
Mm. All right.
Mm,
I have to go and set up nap time.
okay.
But I had a thing where it was like, oh man, okay, so the next action for that is going to be kind of mentally labor intensive. Um, so I didn't want to dig into it knowing that I'm going to be pulled away. So I went, okay, what's the next thing that'll be relatively quick? Um,
Mm,
so because my brain right now is struggling so much with prioritization that my
mm-hmm.
default is now you go top to bottom. Just like David Allen says. It doesn't matter if the first one is junk or the first one is junk mail and the second one is a personal message to you from your head of your country. Do the junk mail first. Because unfortunately I'm treating my today view like an inbox because it is, and so until we get into a better state, that's how it's going to be. And I didn't realize that until I was saying it just now. I'm treating it like an inbox. Yeah, okay, we can do this
Ooh, I
now.
want to put my inbox in.
Occasionally I use the prioritization system to like flag something as really important, so that will make it jump to the top. That's fine. We're just going top to the bottom.
Yep.
Because the system is not currently functioning on all cylinders, and it will be, and I'm going to go top to bottom until it does. So I'm off to
Yay.
nap time. Thank you so much for providing this anchor. Um, it feels like it is an anchor in a very stormy sea, and I am so grateful, especially for that in that circumstance.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I am going to get all the things I need downstairs because that is my more recent, I forget if I updated you on this, but this is my more recent attempt to further disentangle myself from sleep with the small humans, is that I now get Morgan down to sleep and then leave the room. And also, I'm planning
Mm.
on doing afternoon coaching in the kitchen so that my voice doesn't have a risk of waking anyone up.
Yeah. Um,
Yeah.
are we still planning to do the co-working thing later?
Yes, that is my
Okay.
plan.
I will
Yeah,
probably do mine from a hike, but I can join on the voice channel because I packed a battery today.
beautiful. I realized that the thing I messaged you about with the possibly doing exercise while coaching in the morning
Mm-hmm.
is I can now do that even with my video clients because I have bonkers data that I never thought I'd use. But hey,
That's
because my brain
awesome.
was like, why have I never thought of doing this before? Oh yeah, that was one of the many reasons, and now it's not reason. So I'm stoked about that. And I did a clean of our dish. This is a random thing. I did a clean of our dishwasher with just adding a dishwasher clean like powder and some vinegar. I didn't have to scrub it at all, and it's so incredibly much cleaner now, which sometimes hasn't worked before. Which means that I'm gonna have to clean the filter occasionally. But yeah, yeah. There's a lot of good things happening. Um, yeah. Okay. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you. I appreciate Shibby too. And I will be in that co-working later.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. This is an interesting thing. You know what? I'm okay with this one being in here. It is, but I don't want to see it until August. Hmm. Maybe I should say July. I don't know. I don't know. You need to go back into reminders. Oh, that's the wrong thing. I have to put the things back into my reminders app that live there. Some of them can just be deleted, it turns out, because I don't purge my because reminders is not currently my task list. I don't purge it that frequently. Right, because this ended up back here. What I did not realize yesterday when I noticed this was a problem was that it was still happening. That it was not like, oh, this happened once and then stopped. No, it was continuing to happen. Oh, actually, it's time to wrap up anyway, and I will put this on my break list. By the way, I told Siri to remind me to pack moose, and it spelled it like the animal, not the hair product. So that's cool. Oh, excuse me for a moment. I just realized that I had already taken something home in a box that is not obvious what it is. And the box makes it look like something that is very hard to destroy. But in fact, it's something very fragile and expensive. And now I don't know where I put it. So I set a reminder to go find it. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to head off to a break. I'll be back. I don't know for how long, but I'll come back at least once. Bye. Okay. I would also like to clean out this other project. So I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but yes, allow accessory to connect, even if all I'm really trying to do is charge my phone. And I used to have so many charging things here, but this is still, I don't know if anybody saw it, but I did a video where I was dressed up as Imperial officers and there was some green screen involved. Anyway, all that stuff is still set up on the other part of the room, which is why the lights are not on me. They're just general video lights are on. So I moved a lot of the plugs for that, and that's probably what happened to them. Okay. Let's try to finish up this inbox because this part will be way, way easier to do on a computer. So I did that one. I did this one. Um, this needs to go back. Will it go back with the date? It won't. This process really is for anything with any useful information. It is a one-way process. um, mm, I would like you to defer in. I guess plan. I don't know what this means. Just the word focus. Um, some of these I think came from the guild agenda, but I don't know how. I don't know what that means. I think I already did that one. I guess you. But you need to not have a due date anymore. This one sucks because I want to have it in my reminders list. And I don't think. Monday at a time, 5 a.m. Repeat weekly. Okay. I'm now down to 40 items. That's probably not enough time to do, but I really wanted to review these other projects. Okay. I'm going to look for any that really have to go in. Okay, that one already happened. Okay, I think the rest of these are not from reminders unless they got in other places, but okay. Some of these look like they're part of something else. Maybe part of some other project. And these are like a single action that went together. Oh, yeah, these ones I think are. I don't know what this is. I actually did this one. Mm. I don't know if I talked about it here, but I don't think so. My system worked perfectly. I made this tickler thing. I was like, okay, I keep missing this conference. I think I might have said it, but I don't remember. I keep missing this conference for the deadline because people don't really advertise it because it's small and like sort of competitive who can go. Anyway, it's like, it's so convenient. I just want to do it. So I'm going to set up a thing for around this time of year to like go to the website. It'll include a link so I don't have to wonder where I go. And I'll go check on it. And I follow the link and I'm like, yes, great. Let me double check those dates on the calendar. And then I saw that those dates were not the right day of the week. They were talking about last year. And that's when I went to the main page and saw that last year was their last year of doing the conference and they're not doing it anymore. And my system finally worked perfectly and I was all ready. And then they quit it. And I'm so mad. Okay. Okay. Anything else in there that I'm like, yeah, I gotta do it? Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here I'd like to dig into, but I don't think that's going to happen right now. I did do some of it. I got it down to 38. That's pretty good. Nope. Stop it. Okay. I would like to review a particular older project. Okay, I'm going to look at scheduled tasks first because I feel like, oh, you could be missing something really important. You know, that's not really what this extra review is supposed to be about. But anyway, I have to move everything from Zoom out of the way. And at schedule. Okay. Oh, I updated the title of this task and I did not update the context. Okay. Play. That one does need to happen this week. Um, hmm. Okay. I did schedule that. Um, that one also would not be a bad one to do some of today. Maybe put some on tomorrow. Ooh, I did this. What is the repeat interval on this? Hey, this one I would really like to do tonight. Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. I guess that's an FYI or something. That's weird. Okay. Okay. Now for the project that I actually want to review with my whatever 5 minutes I have left. Yep, that's exactly right. 5 minutes. Rude. Rude at the time. Like it's rude of it to pass at the rate that it tends to. The projects view. Okay, let's dig into this. I want to look at some old. Hmm. Hmm. Does this tool need updating? I want to find out if you have updates. I guess I get that in the App Store, right? Okay, that's not what I'm doing right now. Woo. Okay. All right. Okay. Viewing my projects. And I know which projects I want to review. I just have to find them and not get distracted, which is easier said than done. I don't feel like that's the biggest issue here. Hmm. 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 Okay. These are okay. Okay. Well, probably it's time to wrap up. Okay. This is not a break task. It perhaps is a walk task, but also it's wrong. So, okay, so this one's not done. That's sad. I was hoping I get that one all cleared up, but I do not have time today. I think review is a good one for that one. Okay. Okay. Last thing. Oh, let me check my quick list I made to make sure that nothing can wait. They can't. I will add it to my daily task list. Okay, added it to my list. There is some fussing happening. All right. Thank you so much for being here. Hopefully, you got some good stuff done. I know I did. And we will see you at our regular time, which is Tuesday, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern. And hopefully, you'll have some good reviews and get some good stuff done between now and then.